Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is WildBoy789789, and this is RowanHood. Robin Hood was taken. I was feeling the mood of playing like an archer class, and I found out RowanHood is actually a character. It's a female Robin Hood, and one of her books is called Wild Boy, so that works perfectly. I figured I'm just starting this guy, so I'll show you my setup. Take off the Russian chat. I unlock the chat box already unlocked. We'll mess with that in a second. User settings, interface, 4 bars, apply, mods and add-ons, disable all. Okay. It's gonna go crazy. There we go. I bring this just above the lock when I press enter. And then I squish this a bit and bring it out to the right. And then you can go ahead and lock that. Take the lock off that. Go to my backpack. The book and the horse at the bottom. The horse and sprint over there. Whether it's on the top bar or the bottom bar is interchangeable. And then we have here a melee attack and a archer attack. So, you know, they can go either way, but I put my main stuff on the 1 through 0 bar. And we're good. We relocked it.
There you are. Plenty
We're ready to
of
go.
work to be done.
I'm going to go ahead and queue for a battle. And I should be able to complete this quest and get my gloves before. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun to play an archer. Oh yeah. I don't even know where I'm shooting. Just get him. So good to see so many people on. It's 11 in the morning where I'm at. And yeah, I mean, this is just the start area for new characters, and it's popping. Makes me feel very good.
Good luck. You'll need it.
So I just enjoy popping these on. It's like a sign of an established character for me. I've got all the action bars set up and such. The gloves let me know that I've actually played the character before. So I don't know. Maybe I'll kill a couple of people here. And then I pretty much head straight for the PvP camp. He's not pulling out his sword. That's bizarre. I forgot my stance. Now he's pulling out the sword. Do you get basic attacks with the bow? No. So, a long-distance bow stance that increases your ballistic skill and initiative by 2 and the range of your bow attacks by 10%. Oh, you know what? Let's kill more. Uh-oh, this is a level 3. I got a heal. That was awesome. I could use another. Oh, man. There we go. Let's find a nice level 2. Try to heal up for a second. Much easier. Rank 2. Which of course allows you to mount up. And get headed to where you need to head to. So, not much new going on with the channel. Still keeping up all my Warhammer stuff. I've been working on my miniatures. I have a lot to paint and do. I got a video coming out of how to assemble the Skaven. Or not really a how-to, more of an update video. And I'm working on my Necromunda miniatures because I'll be able to pre-order that November 11th. I'm still looking forward to the Necromunda game, which has no new news for it. Let's see. Vermintide 2 is already pre-ordered. That's going to be on my channel. I'm going to do a little bit more with Star Wars Battlefront 2 just because I'm going to play it for my own free time. I'm not really looking to turn this into like a Star Wars channel at all. But we'll do a couple battles with that. Have some fun. What else? I'm scared to record Heroes of the Storm because it's known to crash. So if I do ranked battles and it crashes, I'm super out of luck. So I'd like to record some more of that. We'll see. What else? Inquisitor Martyr, I'm waiting for new updates. I got a lot of views on some of those videos. Waiting for the Psyker and maybe the full release of the game. And Total War Warhammer 2, of course. Finishing up my Dark Elf campaign. I'll have a couple more skirmish battles, cinematic battles. And I think I'm going to wait to start my grand campaign when they come out with the next DLC race, which I think will be Tomb Kings, but I'm not sure. Depends how long I have to wait. I have another video where I show all the games that are coming out that I'm going to plan on playing. Let me pull out the list real quick. Take 2 seconds. Just to get everyone up to date here. I'm looking forward to Metro Exodus, Far Cry 5, Red Dead Redemption 2. I got Necromunda the video game. Mountain Blade 2 I'm looking at. I'm not certain. Total War Arena I know is doing a free pardon me, a free thing, but I'm not really sold on that. Even if it's free, I don't know. I'll give it a taste, but it seems too arcadey, and the fact that they made the teams red, blue, and green tell me that they're not planning on adding any new factions.
Time's marching on, and so should you.
They should have stuck with realistic colors. Like, I don't know why barbarians have green clothes. They should be wearing like leather and stuff. Dynasty Warriors 9 is not really selling me. I think I'm gonna skip that one. We'll see. That's been a big favorite of mine when I was a little kid. Mordhau is going to be the bomb of melee fighting PC games. So I'll definitely be picking that up unless something terrible happens with it.
Tell your friends.
Let's see. Final Fantasy VII, the remake. That's happening. Iron Harvest is probably happening. Look it up. It's hard to explain. It's like a World War I steampunk craziness. And yeah, I already have Battlefront 2 and Vermintide 2. That's my whole list for next year so far. Big things for the channel. I'm going to try and record some tabletop battles of Age of Sigmar and definitely Necromunda. See what I can expand upon. Of course, every once in a while I do a cooking video. I gotta get more kickboxing videos up. All I did was like the pre-workout video. I need to show some technique. I was out of shape too. I'm a lot thinner now. Alright, let's chill in the PvP zone, I guess, till my scenario pops. Taking longer than I thought. This is kind of how I start all my characters. Do the quest, get the gloves, go to PvP. This is my fast shot. My run while I'm shooting deal. I like that. I'm not certain what spec I'm going yet. These 3 attacks are basically your 3 specs as far as I know. There's like a melee. Well, it says Path of Assault for melee, Path of the Scout for long range, big damage, and Path of the Skirmisher for medium range, quick damage while running. Seems the most fun. My range is tremendous. I love this. There you go. Get some good archer shots. Cinematics. Oh, this is fun though. I'm definitely going to stick with a archer spec unless the assault offers something crazy cool.
Step right up.
Because I like the feeling of shooting the arrows. It also, I don't know, I could go melee spec on my squig herder. Which is kind of similar to this class. They also have a long range and a run and gun deal, but they have the pet. And I think the Path of Stabbing, the close range for the squig herder, gives you a big squig that puts you in his mouth and eats you, and you can fight as like a giant squig. So that seems fun. We'll see. It's also very fun to shoot arrows as a little goblin, so we will see. We're not there yet. Someone's hitting us with the cannon. Sorry about that. I had to cough, had something in my throat. It's like really dry or something. Anyway, too much information. Shoot that little shaman. Couple arrows. Man, these scenarios are taking forever. Which is surprising because there's so many people on. Maybe instead of the scenarios not happening, I think there's just full on what the server can handle. So they're waiting for a spot to clear up, probably. That's what I would assume. Because, I mean, this is like, there's a lot of people. Ah, same shaman. Although I'm about to die from something. Couple arrows. I popped the shield. That cannon. Dude's a good healer. He just healed me to full and brought someone back to life and healed them as well. Like I brought a few people with me. This is not good though. We're just kind of messing around. They're going for the boat. At least half of them. Sword does more damage. Don't be scared to get in there with a weaker class. They when they made the game, they really did a good job of balancing, like, if you take a certain path, or how should I put this? If you're a weaker class, like I'm an archer and I get wrecked in melee, your melee attacks do like a lot of damage and crit, so if you can get in there with a sword, it pays off. We did it. A lot of elves. You can hear the horn. Doo doo doo. The Empire horn's like doo doo. It's like that bugle. The dwarves don't have anything because they, at higher levels, call a helicopter. The helicopter does not need a horn. They still put their hands to their lips, though, just so they fit in. Oh, get an arrow in his back. Enjoy that. Arrow in your back. Died before it hit ya. Squigata. Quit backing up, jerk. I kind of regret not making a Disciple of Cain. Maybe I'll replace my Sorcerer. We'll see. They are a fun class. I think there's like 4 classes you can't play if you make all your characters. So there's 4 classes in each race times 6 is terrible at math. Especially when I'm fighting. Hold on. Alright. 4 times 6 is 24. And you get 20 character slots.
What would Sigmar do? You can come back anytime.
So I'm missing a Slayer, which is fun. But I'll get my fill of that in Vermintide. It's all good. I'm missing a White Lion, which is fun. I mean, every class is fun. You're going to be missing something. I'm missing a... No, I have a Rune Priest. Okay. I'm missing a Disciple of Cain, and I'm missing a Black Orc. And I could do without the Black Orc, but I'd really... And I could do without the Slayer. But I'm really pulled to playing a Disciple of Cain and a White Lion. We'll see. I have some level 1s still that are still undecided. Can't wait for Dungeons to come out. Dungeons are coming out, apparently. This is what they're working on next. So that's going to be bananas. I read that over Halloween. Speaking of Vermintide 2, I'm going to have to look this up today to see if they released any new classes. Ooh, Ironbreaker with the two-handed axe. That looks fun. They have released the classes for the Dwarf, and it's Ranger, Slayer, Ironbreaker. Very good, very solid. I understand that. But those are separate classes. They could do something similar with the Empire Soldier. It's very versatile. You could be like a Great Sword or a, I don't know, a Shield and Spear Militia, or like maybe even a... You know what? I think Kruber, the Witch Hunter, could be a Flagellant. And that would be super fun, because he's kind of religious fanatic kind of deal. But I'm totally stumped. Well, I guess the Wood Elf could be like melee type Wood Elf, but I don't know. It's not like you can turn to a Dryad, you know? You're pretty much stuck with melee or Archer, as far as I can tell with the Wood Elf. But they kept the Fire Mage a Fire Mage. How do you get 3 totally separate... And they said, the classes are true to lore. Fire mages, you know? I don't get that. I figured it would be 3 different types of mage. She could be a fire mage, celestial wizard, gray wizard, you know? Jade wizard, anything. But I'm not sure if they're going that route. They still might. They had the trailer talking all about fire. The Fire Wizard's talking all about playing with fire and stuff. So it scares me, because if they set the vocals and everything, that's what stopped them from making a new character in the first game, because they didn't want to have to rewrite all the characters' interactions with each other. So if she's saying, I like to play with fire, this and that, they would have to add stuff for all the other schools of magic that wizard could play. Another thing I wanted to bring up is the story of the game has you right next to the border of the Empire and Bretonia. So, it feels like if there's a third game, we are going to Bretonia. And it feels like this would be the perfect game to add a Bretonian character who could have his 3 own classes. And why I say that is because they could already have all the vocals and everything and talking to each other done or working on it right now, and could release that character later as a DLC. They knew people were very upset that there were no new characters. And I think the class thing is kind of a holdover till they can add a Bretonian and push the story forward. That would be an ingenious idea, and that DLC would sell ridiculous. You could charge $12 for a new character. Everyone would buy it. And the graphics of that game are so beautiful. I would love to be a Bretonian peasant in that world. Or archer, like a foot squire. I'm thinking a peasant more than like a grail knight. A peasant has a lot more roles you could fill. And, I mean,
Not contagious.
I would just love it.
Anymore, that is.
The armor, the everything Bretonian. I'm a Bretonian nerd, always and forever. Anyway, it looks like we're not getting a battle here. Let's sort out my action bar. An ailment. Oh, over time. I was spamming that. An attack which deals damage, reduces your target's armor, and reduces their chance to block. 110-foot range. We'll kind of separate those for now because I'm not sure what path I'm going. Anyway, guys, that's the start of this character, RowanHood. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Peace. It's kind of cloudy out in the game.